Hey, so we have a story today, and it is called Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. And this is one of my favorites. This is by Doreen Cronin, and we read a story Bounce, which she wrote also. But she wrote the words, she's the author, and then it's pictures by Betsy Lewin. So she is the illustrator. And cows are my favorite animal. So I love any stories about cows. So here are click, clack, moo, cows that type. Click, clack, moo, cows that type. This is a typewriter. And this is what people used to use to type out letters or papers. They had to push the buttons, and then the piece of paper came out as you typed because it would stamp letters on the paper with ink. So you guys just have fancy computers and iPads now, but typewriters were a thing. Click, clack, moo, cows that type. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. He doesn't look like he's very happy. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. That means he was very, very angry. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. There he goes down the path with the note. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. So they're going to trade their typewriter for some electric blankets. Let's see if Farmer Brown gives them any. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. Uh-oh. And they got their diving board. Hopefully, they turned in the typewriter to Farmer Brown when they got the diving board. This was Click Clack Moo Cows That Type. I hope you enjoyed it.